Every second you waste is money, evaporating into thin air. You say you want wealth, freedom, luxury, but your habits are quietly murdering that future. Let's get one thing straight. You are not tired. You are distracted. You're not broke because you lack talent. You're broke because you're leaking time, energy, and money through 3 destructive habits that no one ever warned you about. And if you don't fix them now, you might wake up at 35 in a job you hate, watching someone else live your dream. But today, we draw the line. 3 habits, 1 decision, and your future changes. Let's begin. You consume like a machine. Reels, memes, podcasts, motivation videos. You're drowning in inspiration, but producing nothing. Here's the brutal truth. You don't need more motivation. You need movement. Consumption feels productive, but it's a dopamine loop. Your brain gets the reward without any real progress. Ask yourself, when was the last time you created anything? An e-book? A business idea? A new skill? If you don't create, you'll always work for someone who does. And while you're scrolling, someone else is coding, designing, building wealth, quietly. Yeah, but I need to stay updated on what my ex's cousin's dog is doing on Instagram, right? No, you don't. Start creating daily. 1 blog post. 1 Canva design. 1 lesson learned and applied. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to exist. Because once you flip from consumer to creator, money starts chasing you. Emotions don't belong in your wallet. But you swipe your card when you're bored, sad, lonely, or just because it's Friday. You're not spending money, you're spending future freedom. Let that sink in. You buy $8 coffees like you're a CEO, but complain about not having money to invest. You want a Lambo lifestyle on a soda can budget. Retail therapy works, they said. Yeah, so does financial regret. Here's the new rule. Spend like your future depends on it, because it does. Before every purchase, ask, does this get me closer to freedom or deeper into chains? And if the answer isn't hell yes, don't touch it. Wealth doesn't come from making more. It comes from spending smarter. And that brings us to the most toxic habit of all, the one that disguises itself as harmless. But it's stealing years from your life. I'll start next week. I'll invest when I make more. I'll learn that skill later. That someday is killing your shot at wealth. You keep delaying because you think there's time. Spoiler, there isn't. The most successful people didn't wait for the perfect time, they built while others watched. Every day you delay is compound interest lost. Opportunities missed. Connections not made. Confidence not built. But here's the kicker, it's not about time management. It's about pain avoidance. You're not lazy. You're scared. Scared of failing. Scared of being seen starting from zero. But the longer you delay, the harder it gets. And one day, you'll look back and realize that you weren't unlucky. You were just afraid. Don't let fear write your life story. Take messy, imperfect action now. Because while you're hesitating, someone else is building the life you dream about. Let's rewind. You came here because deep down, something feels off. You know you're meant for more, but your actions haven't aligned with your ambitions. Now you know why. White right pointing backhand index, you consume more than you create. White right pointing backhand index, you spend emotionally. White right pointing backhand index, and you delay what matters. But here's the good news. You can change all of it, starting today. Start creating. Start saving and investing wisely. Start doing that thing you've been avoiding. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to start. Or hey, keep scrolling, keep spending, and in 10 years, maybe you'll finally be ready to begin. But by then, the compound effect will already be working, for someone else. You're not stuck. You're just untrained. And if you're willing to unlearn the old and train for success, your life will never be the same. Now, if you really want to take control of your finances, there's one thing you must understand. White right pointing backhand index, the power of compounding. It's not just a finance hack. It's the secret weapon of the wealthy. Click the video on screen right now to learn how compounding can turn your small actions into massive results, even if you're starting from zero. This might be the most important video you watch this year. Time's ticking. Let's build your future, before it's too late.